An accused rapist was let out of jail without ever going to trial. Now, a state court has ruled that his release was caused by a breakdown within the Allegheny County District Attorney's Office. The court ruled that DA Stephen Zappala's office failed to follow the rules in the case of David Bradford.
But Zappala says the Superior Court got it wrong. John Delano sat down with Zappala today and joins us live with more. John.
Well, Stephanie, every defendant is presumed innocent and has a right to a speedy trial. So when that right is violated, the defendant, no matter how heinous his accused crime, must be released. That's what happened in Allegheny County. In a 2-to-1 opinion, the state Superior Court said the DA's office failed to do its job in keeping track of the timetable for a speedy trial. The district attorney says the blame is misplaced. A strongly worded opinion by the Superior Court brought an equally sharp response from District Attorney Stephen Zappala.
It's hard to understand why you have a relationship with the courts here, which is reasonable for the 13 years I've been district attorney. All of a sudden, it's not reasonable.
Zappala blames a local magistrate's office that handled the original preliminary hearing of accused rapist David Bradford for not sending the proper paperwork to his office.
That they have to transmit certain information, and we rely on them doing their job in accordance with the rules. And I can't rely on that now.
That failure, says Zappala, led to the release of Bradford because the case was not scheduled for a speedy trial as required by the Constitution and State Rule 600. But the Superior Court and criminal defense attorney Mark Sindler says it doesn't matter who messed up. The DA's office failed its obligation.
The rule requires the government to exercise due diligence. Apparently, the DA's office did not exercise enough diligence in bringing that man to trial.
The Superior Court said the presence of an assistant DA at Bradford's preliminary hearing should have put the DA on notice. But Zappala says it was the magistrate's failure to forward the paperwork that now requires him to create a whole new system to keep accused criminals from getting released.
It's going to cost about $350,000 in technology and about 5 additional personnel just to create a parallel system to monitor what's going on at the different magistrates' offices. So I'll do that, but you got to tell me a long time ago that that's what you want me to do.
Now, Zappala told me that he would probably appeal the Superior Court's decision to the state Supreme Court. The DA also said this was the first time during his years that an accused criminal in a major crime was required to be released under Rule 600. In order to set up a new system to prevent this from ever happening again, he said he's requested additional funding in next year's budget. Live in the newsroom, I'm John Delano.
Thank you, John.